InThisCornerTV.com on location from Canastota, New York, and the 2011 International Boxing Hall of Fame. Welcome to InThisCornerTV.com, brought to you by Tecate, Cerveza con Carácter. I'm Smitty. Day 4, fourth and final day here in Canastota at the 22nd Annual International Boxing Hall of Fame weekend induction ceremonies. The final day features a parade, and then the inductees, all the luminaries, become immortalized.
I realized that boxing, which was a huge part of my life, not most important things. You've got some family, you've got other things to do, and you've got some role which you put yourself beyond just boxing. And I found this role for myself. I know that with example which I give to other people, to other young kids, I can help them achieve their goals. And now I start working towards these goals, not for myself, for other people. Start creating sports schools, and I know that in that schools kids gonna come and train for free. In our life, nothing for free anymore. But for young poor kid, if you're gonna come to the gym, you can see the talent, but parents don't have money enough to help his kid to achieve what he dreams. That's what we do, and I'm very proud that it's happened to me. Because it's like a God told me that one day you're going to be ambassador for your sport. And now, this ring, let me put it in. It's special. Again, this is special not only for me. Of course, this is going to be on my hand for some time, till my kids grow up and tell, by the way, it looks like it's my size. Of course, everything we do in life, we're doing for our kids. And I really hope, I've got my 2 boys here, that they're listening and understand that life is not easy. And I don't want your life to be easy. I want your life to be hard, difficult. That when you achieve it in the end, you're gonna say thank you that it's not that easy. And I hope that one day, in years to come, say 30 years, you're gonna invite me to this event as an inductee, and I'm gonna be proudly sitting here behind somewhere or in front, wherever, and you're gonna be inducted like me. Thank you so much.
Al primer amor de mi vida, que es mi familia, de la cual yo me he ausentado por largo tiempo por el segundo amor de mi vida, que es el boxeo.
I also want to make public my gratefulness to my first love, the first love of my life, my family, for their endless tolerance towards my absences, for my second love, which is boxing.
Quiero agradecer también a cada uno de los 22 campeones del mundo que yo he tenido, su apoyo, porque por ellos estoy aquí.
I want to thank all the 22 champions of the world that have taken under my wing. I want to thank them. Because of them, I am here today.
The gentleman that really planted the seed in my head about becoming a referee, he's not here with us today. The name is Pat Mashier. Pat Mashier was a policeman in New York City, and I started refereeing some fights because he's the one that said, Joe, we need a Hispanic referee in New York City. The only one around was the great Tony Perez. And I said, gee, you know, that wouldn't be a bad idea. He said, how do I get started? He said, I'll get you started with the PAL, Police Athletic League. And I got my start at the Police Athletic League. One night there was some fights, Golden Glove bouts in New York City, and there was 27 bouts. There was a big snowstorm. All the fighters showed up because they wanted to win. They got there by subway, by bus, whatever it was. No referees were available that night, only myself. And you know who got stuck doing 27 fights that night? He got that right. It wasn't easy, but I accomplished that. And that's when the New York State Athletic Commission recognized my skills in the ring, and I've only was refereeing 6 months. And he says, Joe, Frank Morris from the New York State Athletic Commission wants to see you. He wants to talk with you. I went up to the New York State Athletic Commission. He says, Joe, watching you with your skills in the ring, don't waste your time in the amateurs. We need you in the pros. So I became a professional referee back in 1977 in New York City. My dream was to do one world title fight, one, just one, with great Aaron Pryor, who's here with us today, along with Miguel Montilla. Aaron Pryor, back here. And that was an honor for me.
La verdad que me siento muy contento, muy emocionado, primeramente porque está aquí mi familia, y en segundo porque creo que el esfuerzo que hice durante tantos años como peleador profesional.
First of all, I'm really excited, really happy because here's my family and because of the effort I made in my professional career.
Creo que valió la pena todo el sacrificio que hice durante tantos años de mi carrera como peleador profesional, ya que no fueron 5 años ni 10 años lo que peleé, fueron casi 26 años peleando.
Well, the sacrifice was really worth it because it wasn't 5 years, it was a lot more.
Y la verdad es que no tengo palabras para decir lo que siento. Me siento muy contento, muy orgulloso. Este ingreso al Salón de la Fama a nivel mundial aquí en Canastota no es para mí, sino es para todo México y para todos ustedes. Gracias.
I'm really proud because this induction to the Hall of Fame is not for me, it's for all of you, it's for all of Mexico. Thank you.
All this stuff started like when I met Cuss, Bobby Stewart really, from Amsterdam in this reform school, because, you know, I'm always robbing people as a kid, you know? And, or something. But, no, I did it. But, it's just that, Bobby Stewart, what is it about, that all my life, I watch these guys, you know, I look at them, it's not being arrogant, I look at them different than your guys look at them. Like when we see Carmen Basilio, and all the times, Gene Form, all the time, I say, who was up there? When people say we went to the Hall of Fame, somebody was there, Brammer was there, somebody got inducted, and they say we just came back from the Hall of Fame. And they said, you know, watch out for Carmen Basilio, because, you know, he's always going to go in your pocket and punch you in the ribs. You know what I mean? That silly old man. He's a silly old man. But I don't know him like that. I know him as the guy that'll fight you to the death, to heavy blood in his body.
Music to my ears. But more importantly, it's whenever you're saying Rocky, I always feel as though we're giving a vote of confidence for these great athletes, for real. You know, I've never pretended to be a boxer. I don't possess those skills. But what I do think I have is an understanding of what goes on outside the ring. Outside the ring is sometimes maybe even a bigger struggle than what goes on inside the ring. And if I was able to capture that, then I believe you could identify more with the fighter. But more than that, we also realize that our life is a constant battle. Sometimes I write things in Rocky that may seem a little precious, as they say, or a little sentimental, but I truly believe, you know, it's not how hard you can hit, it's how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward, because that's really what does make the difference in your life. You know, it really does. And also, I've had some interesting situations. First of all, Joe Cortez, I should have won the last Rocky Balboa fight. We should have stopped it early. I wrote the thing, how could I lose? But I did. And then I'll never forget, there was a genius, I think, Mike, about 10 years ago, someone said, Mike Tyson is involved in a charity event. He wanted to have a boxing exhibition, and the funds would go for the poor or some charitable event. Would you mind boxing him? And then I said, sure, as long as the charity will be for my life support. Because thank you very much, Mike. I appreciate that. Anyway, I won't belabor the subject anymore. You're all fantastic. These men here have always been held in special reverence for me. Greatest athletes in the world, but more than that, they are our connection to the past and our way to the future. They are the guys that go there and take the blows and show that if you really put it out there on the line, you are a champion. You may not be the champion of the world, but you'll be the champion of your life. And yo, Adrian, I did it!
Well, we've had a fantastic time here in Canastota at the 22nd Annual International Boxing Hall of Fame. We want to thank everybody here at the Hall, Ed Brophy, the Executive Director, Jeff Brophy, and all the staff who did a fantastic job of accommodating in this corner. We also want to thank our sponsor, Tecate. We'll see you back in Las Vegas.